Hello. Welcome to the drive home. Home from Oslo. While I'm listening to Dungeons of Drakkenheim. I guess they're from USA or something.
You look at this reflection, this twisted reflection on the surface of this alchemical soup, and all of a sudden the eyeball of your reflection starts to almost raise up out of the soup, and it's getting larger and larger, and you realize it's an eye. It's a real eye floating in it, and it increases in size, and it pops, and spraying a small amount of acid all over of this alchemical soup all over the place. And that's like the bubbling of this soup. It's eye that comes up and into the liquid. Full of people. Oh man. Alchemical soup is people. It's Al and chem. I don't know.
I just turned to Sebastian saying probably the only thing I won't.
Like, you can feel the heat of this area. You're sweating profusely underneath, but you don't feel sick. Good. Yeah, I want to dip the boot.
But it melted.
Roll a d6. 4. As you go in to dip the boot, you lower the boot down, and this strange wave sort of forms in the postulating ichor below, and it kind of rises up from either sides to almost like a mouth, and as you lower the boot down, the mouth begins to close and shut around the boot. What are you going to do? I let go of the boot. And as you drop the boot, this mouth comes up from the ichor and just chomps the boot. And as you do, you can hear this strange, almost like the bubbling of the liquid. You can almost hear a voice on it that says something that sounds like delicious.
Pluto, based on my research, maybe don't dip your foot into the soup. Just taking a guess here. I've written down notes. It doesn't look good.
The soup has claimed one boot. Okay.
Pluto, do you want to try?
Do I hear them? yeah, you can hear them.
Do you want to try to put like a Umberhold claw in there?
I think we should stop feeding the soup.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend the next hour throwing things in the soup. Just okay. No. As you continue to throw things in the soup, this strange another wave begins to rise up out of it, and as it rises up, this collection of bubbling eyeballs and frothing mouths coalesce before you. They have this strange, they coalesce from the liquid in this purpley red, almost like burned and charred flesh rising up out of this alchemical soup. And as it does so, the ground at the edge of the crater begins to almost turn to mud and slick. You guys can roll for initiative. Oh no, I shouldn't have fed it.
Stop feeding the soup.
Feed it more.
No.
I was gonna feed it Eldritch Lilies next.
No.
To see what.
Oh God. Where's our rope?
That's our observation deck.
You're gonna watch me get eaten by soup.
We'll be backing you up from here.
In Drakkenheim, soup eats you. I'm so scared. Okay.
Throw some croutons in it.
That was the boot. Alrighty. So these strange masses of writhing alchemical soup and flesh with biting maw-like mouths and eyeballs that bubble up, slowly increase in size, some getting as large
the soup.
I am one with the soup.
You will be.
I am. I have made contact with the soup people. Journal entry, day 43 in Dragonheim.
How many days we got?
I have. I'm trying to think about how long.
And if you haven't figured it out already, these are none other than gibbering mouthers.
Yay.
What are those?
Piles of mouth
And they
eyes.
beat you on initiative.
Oh.
No.
Yay, the rope trick.
Okay, so the gibbering mouthers coalesce out of the acidics that we we can bring up our battle cam there as well.
Gibbering.
Yeah, probably have to adjust the shot just a little bit. Nice. As they coalesce and form, you can hear them speaking and almost screaming with their mouths, saying things like, "Deliciously, give more, give more, give more, eat, 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 eat," and also sometimes screaming words like, "Why? No, no more," as these mouths continue to, and most of all, just gibberish. They just continue to say. One of the first ones rises up out of the pool of the crater, moves towards you, and it moves very slowly towards you, Paluto. And as it does, it begins, it actually fires this spittle that comes out of one of the eyes as it explodes. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. Bam. Is it directed only at me?
It is indeed. 12. You raise your shield, and the spittle soars. It hits just the top of the spittle, and it goes right past it, directly into your visor and into your eyes.
my
You are blinded.
Oh.
And as the creature comes up, it now
Ow.
attacks you with advantage, getting a big old 15 to hit.
Negatory, Mr. Gibbery Eyes.
Alrighty.
That was-
The second one lurches forward. Also biting you profusely. Getting a mighty 11 on its attack rolls.
I'm just flailing around wildly because I have spittle in my eye.
Cool.
And then I'm dodging.
First up, Sebastian, you're up.
Seeing this happening, I pop my. Well, no, I'm just gonna poke my arm out of the portal
Okay.
and kind of like look down and be like, "Pluto, duck!" And I cast Scorching Ray and I fired beams of fiery light.
As you pop out, you can hear the babbling of these creatures. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no! 5.
5? Alrighty. Roll a d8.
Here we go.
7.
7? Okay. As you come out, you hear the babbling creatures, and you scream in terror as it echoes into your mind. And you fling away, and you need to make a melee attack against Veo.
So I pop my head out. I hear the sounds that they're making, and I'm instead of yelling "duck," I turn to Veo and slap you.
You can try.
Poker in the eye.
I get a 12.
No.
It
Okay,
doesn't.
Veo leaps out of the way as you do so. Unfortunately, that's your turn there, Sebastian.
I don't want to deal with this right now, and I walk off into your portal dimension.
Okay. Veo, you're up.
All right. I just want to almost rest my edge of my feet on the edge of the portal and kind of swing down, upside down,
Okay.
pointing my
So
longbow at front of Pluto.
Okay, make an acrobatics check to keep yourself in place.
26.
Okay, so you swing down out of it, so you're
Wow.
hanging upside down outside, and you
I was
hear the
blinded.
gibbering of the Mouthers. Make a wisdom saving throw.
And nobody saw that. So I was blinded, and I'm.
22.
Alrighty, that's a crit. Yeah, crit on that. Nice. Okay,
Yes.
you are good to go. What'll it be?
All right, I'm going to take my 3 shots using my extra attack and my dread ambusher,
Oh man.
and I'm going to shoot at the one in front of Pluto. So first attack. Um, 12.
That will actually hit. Hitting these things like a broadside of a barn door.
Bam.
22 damage.
Okay.
My second attack, same one. I hit it. 18 plus 5. And then for 18 damage. And
It's
then,
bloodied.
woo! And then my last attack, same one. 19 plus 5.
Wow, that's some sharpshooting right there.
Upside down.
Upside
Right.
down. And that's 21 damage. And
Okay.
then I just.
As you flip back upside down outside of the rope trick, you fire 3 swift shots into the gibbering Mouthers. Your arrows piercing the eyes and mouths with loud pops, rupturing bits of it, whatever the internal kind of anatomy of this thing is, sending bits of alchemical fluid spilling all over the floors and into the area. It's extraordinarily wounded if it has a concept of being wounded, and therefore bloodied, but it is still alive.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
And then I swoop back up into my rope trick.
Pluto, I think I skipped you. It's your turn.
Yeah, we'll just say Vega goes before me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Being blinded is not my it wasn't ideal.
No.
And yeah, this experiment's going
And the
on.
ground beneath you, as the alchemical fluid spills around, your feet are sinking into the ground. Make a strength saving throw.
23.
Okay, you're fine, but I do need that wisdom saving throw too.
Oh
These
goodness.
things are just so nasty.
Oh thank goodness. 20.
Okay, you're good. While you sink into the ground, you are blinded and you are hearing these horrible whispering, gibbering gibberishes. You keep your resolve and you keep your strength, but you are blinded.
I'm going to disengage
Okay,
and I'm going to back up.
alrighty. Get yourself where you like to
Closer
go.
to the. I'm just gonna back up, and after I disengage, I'm kind of like wildly swinging and using my shield. Because can I actually? Would it take an action to start to try to clear my eyes?
The blindness will end at the end of the Mouthers' next turn.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah. So
So-
how far away would you like to move from them?
About. I'm gonna try to go my full move until I hit like
Okay.
the wall.
The ground around the Mouthers is difficult terrain, so it's half speed there. So you'll be able to move about 20 feet away from them.
Put me up like
Yeah, right to the
just keep
right to the
backing up.
street. Yeah,
I'm just gonna keep backing up.
cool.
But with my body to them. So
Okay.
it's kind of like
Yeah. Alrighty. The Mouthers.
for science.
The Mouthers lurch forward towards you. They spend both their movement and their actions to get right up to you again.
They coming for me.
Yeah, they are.
I sense them.
And the blindness is over.
Yay!
They
Hi.
lurch forward, leaving this trail of ichor and grit behind them. The ground stained like the passage of acid sweeping across it. Sebastian, you're up.
I come back to the hole
and look down. I'm like, okay, sorry about that. Got a little freaked out there. These things are weird. Let's try this again. And I'm gonna
Okay.
pop out.
Give me that wisdom saving throw, buddy.
Woo-hoo.
12?
You're good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray. I'm actually going to quicken it
Okay. Where would you like to direct the first ray?
at the injured bloody one.
Okay. Go for it.
With all the arrows.
Get him.
Did it eat the arrows?
They ruptured parts of it, and the arrows have since been absorbed by it, yeah. What you got?
25.
Give me damage.
It's a few dice. Yeah. 9 damage.
That destroys it.
Boom.
Burned away, leaving behind almost like an acid-washed slick on the city streets.
I'm gonna direct the next ray at the other.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Nice. Thanks for those other dice.
So I aim right between its
Eyes.
most, wherever the most eyes
The
are.
concentrated
The
amount.
concentrated amount of eyes, I hit it right in the middle of all of them.
Nice.
I roll twice, right? 18 damage.
It collides with the eyes, making them all explode in a shower of gore and fluid that ignites in the air like lighter fluid.
I got one more ray, right?
Yep.
16.
That hits.
Yeah, right, very easy to
You
hit.
good, you good, you good.
8 more damage.
He's bloodied.
And I actually can't remember what these guys have, but I'm gonna throw out a chill touch on it as well.
Okay.
12.
That hits.
Very nice.
So finally, after blasting it with these beams of energy, a ghostly hand grabs it by the face.
Where's its face?
Yeah, I don't know what will count as
Once again,
face.
whatever looks the most face-like, I'm grabbing that and doing 4 more necrotic damage to it.
Cool.
Oh. 10 more, sorry.
Thank you. Forgot that second die, right?
Yeah.
Rolled an 8. That's not a die to forget. Okay. With that, Sebastian, the creature relentlessly continues to bear down upon Pluto, but Veo, it is your action.
I swing just like, yeah, same way, kind of like swing my body down and say, okay, where are we at? Just kind of taking the scene, and I take my 2 shots using my longbow.
Cool. Roll it. And give me the wisdom saving throw first, because this creature continues to give her words of madness.
Ooh, 5.
That is a failure. I need you to roll me a d8, please.
2.
Alrighty. The voices echo inside your mind, and you can feel this buzzing migraine, and you pull yourself back. You cannot do anything this turn.
That's okay.
Ouch.
What's wrong, Veo?
My head hurts. At least I didn't slap someone.
La 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 la. I'm not listening. La 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 la.
I'm like, you go on without me.
I've done my part.
What you got?
Oh, a 6.
Roll me a d8, sir.
Another 6.
Okay, so here's actually what we need to find out. So, at the start of your turn, the creature begins to gibber even louder, and Veo holds her head back, and she tries to like hold herself in place, and you yourself succumb to the same thing. You rolled a 6. You, however, are going to be running in a random direction. However, I need you to make a strength saving throw first to see if you're stuck in the gibbering mouthers difficult terrain.
Please be stuck. Please be stuck.
Oh,
11.
you are not stuck.
No!
So roll me a d8, and the d8 will go 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So that'll be the different cardinal directions.
So just anything but 1. 5.
5. Okay, so you basically run away from the creature at 5 o'clock, which is that way, at your full speed, and you provoke an attack of opportunity as you do so. And it gets a 20 to hit.
Oh yeah,
Alrighty.
that's the money.
Poke as you're getting away.
As you run away from it, it lurches out with a blinding array of bites, biting you in the ankles and in the back, and you take a total of 17 piercing damage. And I need you to make one more strength saving throw to avoid being knocked prone.
21.
Okay, you don't. You rush away.
Ow!
So strong.
It bit me. It bit me in the ankle.
I'm still taking notes.
Ankle.
And then the mouther rushes back towards you and goes to bite you again, getting a mighty 5 to hit.
And that's when I'm gonna repost.
You actually cannot take reactions because you've been affected by its.
Is it because he's jabbering?
Yeah, because of his jibber jabber.
Jabbering.
So we go to the top with Sebastian.
Jibber jabber.
So
I'm screaming science.
Yeah.
everybody's screaming. You're holding your head in pain. Pluto's yelling science and screaming and running at a wall.
And the creature's just like hitting you. You run up against the wall, and it just like sloshes right up against you like this fleshy wave, trying to bite into your armor. It can't find purchase anywhere in your armor, but it's almost like engulfing you, almost like it's a gelatinous cube, but it's not. Yeah, and it's giving like Veo visions of that. It's just holding her head.
I pop out. Wisdom save.
Yep.
I make it.
Nice.
I rolled a 19.
Nice.
So I pop out and I point at the gibbering mouther, or gibbering, and I say, "Hey mouther, eat this." And I fire a firebolt.
It probably wants to.
17.
That hits.
Ba-bam.
7 damage.
It definitely ate it. It opens its mouth wide up and swallows the firebolt as it comes in, and there's like a pop as parts of it fly away, but it's still, there's enough of it together to continue fighting.
I pop back up and I grab you, and I'm like, "You need to snap out of it because I thought that was going to kill it, and I think Pluto needs help."
Okay, fail.
I'll do my best.
Science!
And I pop back out. See my wisdom. 9.
That is a failure. Roll me a d8.
So not one.
Please don't shoot me with an arrow.
I said
Please
snap
don't
out of
Six.
it.
You run in a random direction. So roll me a d10, because on a 9 or a 10, you're gonna wait. You're still hanging upside down. So roll a d6, and there's a 50-50 shot that you're just gonna jump right down.
2.
Yeah, you do.
Oh.
So you just
Oh.
let go, and you're gonna fall the 20 feet that you guys were up. You take 8 points of damage. You land prone, and you're there on the ground.
I said snap out of it, and you instantly just fall. You pop your head out and just fall on
I
your
did
back.
not land on my feet.
You did not. You're just like.
You're supposed to land on your feet.
Have you ever seen like a cat just totally miscalculated jump?
Yes.
This is just what happened.
It's the gibbering.
Yeah, the gibbering. Okay, Paluto. Let's get that wind against buddy.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. Oh.
You can do
Please
it.
guide this dice. 21.
All right, you're good.
I'm gonna spin around and just start wildly slashing at this monster. Like,
Cool.
whatever it is. Just feeding it. 14
That's a hit.
for 10 damage. And I'm screaming the whole time. Like, just yelling. 23 for 13 damage.
And you cut it into large slices that bubble out and spill with this alchemical fluid all over the ground and cease moving.
And I keep
Just hacking into it.
holding my head
Cool.
and my eyes.
Veo and and Sebastian, I'm both going to make one more Constitution saving throw because you've been exposed again because you came outside of the rope trick.
Did I?
You came out each time you popped it to attack.
21.
27.
Okay, you're good. Then I'll give you one more as you climb back into the rope trick. I'm guessing you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Crit.
You guys are really resistant to the. Maybe you don't need the syringes.
What?
No, you don't.
Thank you, Skulls.
We didn't need
Thanks
any
for
of
all the crits tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I actually.
With that, the situation calms for a moment, and I think we'll take our 15-minute break right there. We'll see you all in 15 minutes. Thank you. And we're back. We've taken a short rest, and we're ready to dive back into the ruins.
Before we delve into the ruins, I have a few people that I want to shout out, same as always, but a big thank you to Axe and Shield for providing us with the awesome gaming accessories we use, such as the Initiative Tracker. If you guys haven't checked out Axe and Shield, you definitely should. He has a lot of really cool stuff. Also to Tabletop Audio for the great ambient music you're hearing. And finally, 100 Years More for the amazing narration in our introduction video. If you're enjoying the stream and want to support our work, you can check out our Patreon. You can find it by following the links below or at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes.
And tonight's episode of Dungeons of Drakkenheim has been generously sponsored by Skull Splitter Dice. And they sent us a fantastic collection of their premium tonight. And they got these awesome. This is the tin, and it has Plan B, which is 3 daggers on the back. I really like that.
I love that.
Yeah. The dice are really beautiful, and they've been rolling pretty well for me so far tonight. I
Very
think
well
we've had a
for me.
couple of good crits.
Yeah.
With that, I think let's delve back in.
Nothing to see here.
Before the break, Pluto Jackson was a guinea pig and got horribly mauled by a gibbering mouther.
And we learned a lot about science.
Yeah, it was
For science.
Yeah, it was for science. It was for
Truly the noblest cause humankind has ever aspired to, and the best reason to adventure.
Yeah, and I will not be subject 51 that dies as part of Oscar's journal. I will survive, and I will overcome.
Survive and thrive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you're kind of like washing off, like you're just scraping off the grit of this gibbering mouther, all these bites, you can kind of see just Veo's tail just disappear into the invisible window of the rope trick.
Back to observation.
Yeah.
Observation post.
Because like you can't like what you're seeing is this rope that's risen into the air, and it just ends suddenly. Unless the two of you have pulled it up, or you're leaving it down.
We're leaving it down.
Yeah,
just
I left
in
it
case.
down.
Just
And it just ends, and when they walk up, they just disappear. So you can't even see them watching you. Like for all you know, they could be like eating a hamburger.
yeah, they're just not
Yeah.
paying attention.
Yeah. You're just down there listening to this bubbling pool.
I'm totally like sitting by the hole, eating a sandwich and watching it.
I'm definitely eating snacks.
Yeah, we have
Like
snacks.
pass the sandwich. Yeah.
You guys aren't eating up there, right? You're watching
No, no.
Observing.
diligently.
Observing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue my own personal journal of yeah. I'm gonna do like jumping jacks, and I'm gonna practice like cartwheels.
Do some burpees.
Yeah, burpees, like a lot of like yeah, and I feel great, and I'm just hanging out.
Sweet.
Do I? I feel great.
You feel pretty good. You've got a little, again, the feeling when this is in your system is not unlike a fever. So you are sweating much more than you would be. You feel a little bit of that heartburn. It's not enough that it's impairing your ability to move or act or even fight. It's uncomfortable to say the best of it. But given what has happened before when you've been exposed to the haze like this, and like the fact that you're right in front of this pool of irradiated, delirium infested alchemical soup, and not evening of exposure to it in less than a minute probably says a lot about the effectiveness of this concoction.
I'm gonna do some browsing around then in the ruins.
Okay.
I want to look for some delirium.
Yeah. If you spend the next hour kind of searching around, you can see that there's small clusters of delirium that have formed along the edge of the crater. Kind of almost like water lilies or reeds piercing up from the edges or collecting on the banks as they're being washed from this frothy mixture in the middle. The crater is almost like a big cauldron, and the delirium bits that are collecting on the edges of it almost like rust.
I'm gonna snatch it.
How?
With my other boot.
Okay. It takes you a few tries to figure out a way to like break the delirium off from the ground that it's
I
connected
could
to.
use part of my mason's tools. Mason tools, I'm gonna collect it in the boot.
Yeah.
Chip, chip, chip.
You lose a few pieces into the soup, but you are able to collect
One boot full.
3 pieces of delirium.
Okay.
Can I see him at this point on the edge?
Yeah.
I'm like, tie the boot to the rope and I'll pull it up and I'll put it with our stash.
Okay.
Try touching it. What could go wrong?
Good idea. Try touching it.
Science.
For science, I'm gonna take my glove off.
Oh,
and pick up
Sebastian,
one
the
of the
crazy
delirium
character.
pieces. Underneath the rope. I'm standing underneath the rope. And they're
Okay.
pointing this at me.
What
And I'm
can
gonna
go
touch the
wrong?
delirium.
Okay. You reach down to touch.
And I touch it like a hot element, like like,
Yeah.
like where you kind of tease it, and I get close to it, and then I eventually.
It feels almost like a hot element when you touch it.
Ooh, it's hot.
Spicy.
It's hot in my fingers.
And almost like it's soft to touch it with your like you feel it almost give way to your flesh when you handle it.
Is delirium soft? I yell it.
We don't know. Well,
Well, I
Veo.
handled it.
I'm gonna.
In the
I'm gonna.
Has it been kind of mushy? Or has it been
No.
really shard-like?
It's been pretty shard-like. It's been
I'm
pretty
gonna talk
solid.
out. I'm gonna kind of talk out my observation. So it's like I'm picking up the delirium. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot, spicy.
Hot, spicy,
It
Yeah.
feels soft. Soft to touch.
When you touch it, after a few touches, you realize it's not that the delirium is soft when you're touching it.
Uh-oh.
It's almost like your flesh sinks into it just a little bit. Or it sinks into your flesh. It's kind of hard to say.
Stop touching it!
I wanna just put a small piece in the middle of my palm.
Experiment over.
Okay. You've got one of these shards, so it's not quite a small piece, but if you want to break off a small chunk of one of them to try this with, you can.
I'm getting. I can't see you guys, so I'm just like doing this.
Okay.
I'm looking at Sebastian like, yes, no,
We have
yeah,
enough.
no,
We have
yes.
enough research.
How far does it? Can I hold on to one end and kind of push it in?
With a gloved
Yeah,
hand?
yeah.
Okay.
We're done
Okay,
research.
so you do this, and as you push it towards your hand,
Okay.
have you ever pushed a hot knife into butter?
Yeah, that.
As you push the delirium towards your flesh, the tip of it just starts to sink into your flesh almost right away.
I pull it out.
You pull it out, and the flesh, where you place it towards, is like melted. So you have now like a little melted spot of flesh. And if you kind of like poke that spot, there's a moment where it's almost like fluid-like and like dough before it settles back into flesh, and that was like this knobby scar in the middle of your head.
Like a 5-year-old that just got stuff all over his hand. I just like hold up my hand to the. It's
Thank you,
doing
Pluto.
this. It's doing this.
Pluto, did that
Noted.
hurt?
Did it hurt?
Yeah, it did.
It hurt.
Don't do it
Ow.
again.
Turns fleshy.
the boot.
Yep.
Das Boot.
I pull it up, and I take the same piece out that you were using. Is it any different in my hands, or does it feel the same?
No, it feels like a normal piece of delirium to you.
We're so good at science.
Take notes.
Can I just say
Take
that
notes,
we're like,
scientist.
we're
Noted.
killing it.
And I put it with the rest. We have a decent amount of delirium right now.
That's why we need to go to Emberwood Village with all this information. Do we? I think we have what we needed.
Any other experiments? Do you see anything
Yeah.
else in the rubble?
Oh,
Can you do a front flip?
what else do we need to know? We need to know. So I can touch delirium. I can
It
survive.
sinks into your hand.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you can touch delirium.
Wait, does it sink into your hand?
I don't care to find out.
Science, Sebastian, science.
I'm doing science. Pluto is my guinea pig. I'm quite content with the information we have. We know that the serum works. We know that there's a pool of body parts melting together here. So that's fun.
Definitely have to form something to try to see if we can get something else out of this. So we'll have to come back. We have 2 more miles. We
I mean,
can
yeah, we can always come back. It's a nice place.
give River
Nice
one
place
and
for
keep
a
one for
vacation.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right.
You guys want to head to back out of the town?
Yeah, we gotta run
Village.
though.
Yeah, we'll have to run.
You're pretty good, Pluto.
Yeah.
You probably don't have to run.
Pluto, can you carry me?
I think you would probably run faster than he can carry you.
Yeah, but then I have to breathe a lot. Okay, fine.
Can I pull the hole? Can I just grab the rope?
No.
Try-
Oh, that would be cool.
That is so cool.
Like a
No,
balloon.
No, the spell doesn't work that way, I'm afraid.
Invisible hole.
That would be a cool variant on that trick.
So then, there's got to be something else though that, what do we?
No, we just came here to experiment with your body.
I'm just thinking, is there anything else in the
Sounded weird.
ruins that we could find, since they're all the alchemical shops that might have some stuff?
Well, then Pluto should go investigate that while I eat more sandwiches.
Yeah, I want to spend some time going around this area.
Sure, you just want to search around. How much time do you want to like? 'Cause
How long have we spent so far? Are we?
you spent about half your time. So if you want to spend the remaining half hour searching around through the nearby buildings,
Yeah.
let's roll one of these D100. It's just like a ball. Okay, it's kind of big. You head into one of the shops in this area. The first one that you pass by, it looks like it was filled with a bunch of books and scrolls and stuff like that. Looks like it might have been a paper maker shop. You open up another door, and it smells roughly alchemical, filled with a lot of vials, a few other things. But as you come closer to the vials, they're filled with ink. The shops in this area all seem to be like supply stores for like the things that wizards would have needed. So bookmaking, bookbinding, ink makers. You pass by a cobbler shop and a really exquisite haberdashery with really tall pointed hats.
Grab me a hat.
Nah. I thought about it. Not my style.
However, sifting around, within many of these places are the shocked and charred bodies of their occupants. Like, many of the buildings here probably have not been explored at all before, given their proximity to an impact crater of this magnitude and what has happened here. And searching around through several of the areas, you're able to find one of the stores which seems to have a collection of some potions inside. It seems to be a potion maker's shop.
Oh, I'm reading.
And while most of it is alchemical supplies and things, there is a small locked box underneath the desk that you kind of break it open, and inside are 6 vials. They appear to be potions of greater healing.
Ooh, jackpot.
2 each.
I also want to, so I'm gonna grab the box, but then also I want to start to just pull into a bag like the supplies.
Sure.
So like a Bunsen burner, like different vials and different like those swirly rods.
Mix and
That looks so cool that I
many of them break as you throw them into the bag, but the broken glass inside will cushion the others.
Yeah. Oh, they're glass.
Yes. So you're able to assemble a few of those pieces of equipment like that.
Nice.
And with that, the rope trick ends, and Sebastian and Veo are deposited outside in front of the alchemical soup lake crater.
Alright.
You can give me Constitution saving throws right away.
19.
6.
Veo, you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Run! And
We dash.
And Veo, you're also going to take 10 points of radiant damage. You guys all start running.
Cool.
As you flee the area of the heavy haze, as quickly as you possibly can, covering your faces, running through it, the effects sink in really, really quickly. Probably, had you stayed in this area, you would have experienced the effects like that every round you were there. So that's just how much of an impact. Yeah, I like every round you were outside, you would have been taking the save. You're able to run fast. Veo, you're able to run how fast in one round? How fast can you
If
go?
I dash, I can go. It's 140.
Okay, I'm gonna have you give me 1 more Constitution saving throw, and Sebastian give me 2 more as you rush out of the area of the deep haze.
8.
8.
9.
You both gain another level of exhaustion.
Woo.
Yeah. I think that one reduces your speed by half there, Vea, does it? Or is that the one that's just disadvantage on attack rolls?
And I have to do 1 more.
I think it's
Yeah.
disadvantage.
11.
You're good.
Yes. Oh, speed halved and a disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Yep.
Tired cat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Forgot
Even the
that.
deep haze affects you, and like you're feeling sick now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're feeling the effects of the delirium sickness pretty acutely.
Are we closest to the tower though, right?
Like your tower?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We are pretty close. Do you want to head there and take a rest and then...
Well, I'm soon home, so I'm gonna turn off the stream now. So see you later. If I get to play some PC or tomorrow when I'm driving to work. So